All right, in today's video, getting shredded. Is it worth it? Pros, cons, what's all the fuss about? Let's dive in. But first of all, my name is Max Rogers. I own a coaching company called Maxwell Coaching, where I've helped over 450 people get extremely lean and build a whole load of muscle. But let's dive in. Getting shredded is the craze. I get so many questions from young guys saying, bro, I want to get shredded, I want to get peeled. When actually, if you take a step back, I don't think many people realize what getting shredded is. I have been shredded, so I'm coming from experience. I can talk about this. Before I couldn't, but now I can. I'm going to put up some pictures here. This first picture on the left is me when I started my shred at about 103 kilos. And this next picture is me close to stepping on a men's physique stage, extremely lean. Here I am shredded, okay? As you can see, from 103-ish down to about 91 kilos. So very, very lean. And I want to talk about how I felt, because people look at that and just go, wow, he's shredded, look at the veins, he looks great. Guys, I felt so bad. The leaner you are, the worse you look. What the majority of people really want is to be beach lean. And beach lean is between 10 and 12% body fat for a male and like 15 to 17% for a female. That is that lean, lovely look that people want, okay? And I want to talk about how I felt when I got shredded, so hopefully you guys don't make the mistakes I made. First of all, the pros of being shredded is, of course, you look great. Look at these pictures. I had veins coming through my stomach. I was extremely lean. I looked very, very gaunt, but it was cool. When you get a pump and you put some carbs in, you look great. The cons, so take a seat. The cons, you feel like death. Waking up in the morning, the thought of just walking over to the kettle to make a coffee is like, oh my God, it's tiring. You have no sex drive. You have outrageous food focus. I used to wake up in the middle of the night, go to the toilet and convince myself that I need a refeed. And then next thing you know, I've suddenly eaten like 3 Rice Krispie Squares bars and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm just sat in my fridge eating food thinking, well, I needed that because, you know, I'm depleted, or I need to have a great workout. You start to trick yourself. It is a horrible place to be. You can't go out and socialize with your friends. You become so food focused. Everything's like, when's that next meal? When's this? You plan your day around food. And what people don't like to talk about is even after the competition is finished, this doesn't stop, or even after your diet. If anything, it gets worse. You lose the motivation to train. You finish the competition or finish the photo shoot, and you still have this insane appetite, and your body is primed to put on fat at this time. This is why we see the classic yo-yo, where we see people go from shredded to extremely fat, from death ghost face to moon face in a couple of weeks. I went from 91 kilos on stage. The next day I was 100 kilos and I did not drop back under 100 kilos for up to 3 months. I put on legitimate fat that quickly. I couldn't get back down. I could not control my appetite. My ankles were swelling up when I was flying. It was a disaster. That competing for me was one of the worst things I've ever done. But obviously the pros are, it's cool to push yourself and all of that fun stuff. Now, my recommendation for most people watching this, okay, is you should be aiming to get lean. Unless your goal is to compete, aim to just be lean. Abs. As you can see, I don't know if you can see this, I walk around pretty lean all the time now, but I'm not shredded. But this, for me, I feel good. I don't have crazy food focus. I have good energy. I can train, I can do cardio. If I want food, I'll have it. If I want a cheat meal, I'll have it, okay? And I want to show you something on my phone. Now, this picture here is about 5 weeks out of my competition. I'm already extremely lean here. I'm not shredded, but I'm extremely lean. I felt good. I was, you know, starting to get a bit tired, but this was a good look. Forward to this photo on the right, this is 1 week away from my show, okay? I felt like death. I felt terrible, so hungry, no energy, groggy, tired, sleeping multiple times a day. All I was thinking about was food. Relationship was terrible. Everything was just all revolved around training, cardio, and getting lean. To the average eye, they look the same. Yeah, this picture and this picture look the same. There's about 3 or 4 kilos difference there. That's kind of lean to shredded, and it's just so not worth it unless you are competing, obviously. So that's my take from this video. Try and get yourself lean. Abs is fine, okay? It's easy enough to get in good shape, but to get in elite shape and to get shredded, in my opinion, just isn't worth it unless you're somebody that wants to compete for multiple years. Now, if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, please leave a question in the comments box. That's what it's called. Drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, because I'm desperate for likes and views, and I'll keep pumping out these videos.